Why do you still wake up in the middle of the night even when you do everything right? You turn in early, avoid screens, skip caffeine after lunch, and still find yourself staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m. wide awake. What many seniors don't realize is that the real problem may be hiding in your evening glass. It's not just when you drink, it's what you drink. After 60, your body processes fluids differently. Plain water before bed might seem harmless, even helpful, but it doesn't relax your system or prepare your body for sleep. Instead, it fills your bladder, interrupting precious deep rest with urgent bathroom trips. The good news is, a simple change to your nighttime drink can make all the difference. In this video, we'll share 5 calming, senior-friendly drinks that gently support deeper, uninterrupted sleep, and the final one just might give you the kind of rest you haven't felt in years. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Warm oat milk with a pinch of nutmeg. For many older adults, the evening doesn't bring peace, it brings restlessness. You may settle into bed, your body weary, yet your mind continues its quiet march through memories, worries, or plans. Maybe there's a dull ache in your back or a lingering tension in your shoulders that keeps you from fully letting go. What you sip before bed might seem like a small choice, but it could be the gentle reset your body and mind have been asking for. Warm oat milk, though humble and simple, holds a quiet kind of strength, especially for aging bodies navigating the challenges of nighttime rest. Unlike traditional dairy milk, which can become harder to digest after age 60 due to reduced levels of lactase, oat milk is naturally lactose-free and gentler on the digestive system. Its smooth texture and natural sweetness make it a comforting choice without triggering bloating or discomfort. But beyond that, soothing mouthfeel lies something deeper. Oat milk contains natural melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate your internal sleep-wake cycles, well as vitamin B6, which your body uses to produce melatonin more effectively. Melatonin production declines as we get older, which can make it harder to fall asleep, stay asleep, or feel rested in the morning. By adding warm oat milk to your evening, you're offering your brain a gentle reminder that it's time to wind down. There's another layer of comfort to this ritual, and it's found in the spice. A small pinch of ground nutmeg stirred into warm oat milk introduces 2 calming compounds, myristicin and safrole. These naturally occurring substances act on the central nervous system to gently quiet the mind and ease overactivity in the brain. This can be especially meaningful for seniors, who often find their minds wandering at night to thoughts about loved ones, health uncertainties, financial stress, or simply the passing of time. Nutmeg, used thoughtfully in small amounts, doesn't sedate or dull your senses. It simply invites your thoughts to slow, like the fading light at sunset. What makes this nighttime drink especially helpful for older adults is the way it addresses both the physical and emotional aspects of sleep. It doesn't act like a sleeping pill. It doesn't push you into sleep or override your natural rhythm. Instead, it works with your body, helping muscles relax, supporting a steady heart rate, and calming mental chatter. And for those managing blood sugar or heart concerns, unsweetened oat milk offers a low-glycemic, heart-friendly option that won't spike your glucose levels or trigger nighttime bathroom trips. Sipping just half a cup, slowly, in a quiet room can be more than a drink. It becomes a nightly gesture of care, a signal to your body that it's safe to rest, a message to your mind that the day is done, a reminder that even now you can create calm. But sometimes, sleep struggles go beyond the physical. When it's your heart that's heavy or your thoughts that linger a little too long, your body needs a different kind of help, a softer, more emotional comfort tone that nature has quietly provided in the petals of a small calming flower. We'll talk about that next. And if you're still here and finding value in this conversation, go ahead and comment with the number 1 below so I know you're with me. Let's move gently into point number 2. 2. Passionflower herbal tea. There's a kind of restlessness that becomes all too familiar as we get older. You lie down at night, hoping for peace, but instead your mind continues to stir revisiting conversations, worrying over tomorrow's tasks, or quietly replaying moments from years gone by. Even when your body is ready for sleep, your thoughts may not be. This kind of nighttime tension can make falling asleep or staying asleep feel like an uphill climb. For many older adults, this mental unease at bedtime is more than just frustrating, it's exhausting. That's where passionflower tea offers something truly special. It's more than a warm drink. It's a gentle, natural way to bring stillness to both mind and body. Passionflower, also known as Passiflora incarnata, has a long history of use in traditional herbal medicine for calming the nervous system. What sets it apart is the way it helps increase levels of GABA-gamma aminobutyric acid in the brain. GABA is the chemical messenger that acts like a brake pedal, slowing down overstimulation and allowing your mind to shift into rest mode. Many prescription sleep aids also target GABA, but with a risk of dependency or morning grogginess. Passionflower, on the other hand, works in harmony with your body, helping it remember how to relax gently and naturally. As we age, our natural GABA levels tend to drop, which is part of why sleep often becomes lighter or more fragmented. That's why passionflower can be such a helpful companion in later life. Clinical research, including a study published in Phytotherapy Research, has shown that drinking passionflower tea regularly can significantly improve sleep quality and reduce how often people wake during the night. But unlike sedatives, it doesn't force you into sleep. It simply creates the conditions where sleep can happen on its own. Even more importantly, passionflower is non-habit forming and caffeine-free. It doesn't raise blood pressure or interfere with most common medications, and it's generally considered safe for those managing conditions like heart disease or type 2 diabetes. That makes it a good fit for many seniors who are looking for natural support without adding new complications to their routine. But perhaps the greatest gift of passionflower tea isn't just what it does biologically, it's what it offers emotionally. It creates space. It gives you permission to slow your breathing, to release the day's worries, and to invite in a sense of calm. Just the act of preparing it, warming the water, steeping the flower, taking that first quiet sip can become a comforting ritual. A message to your body and brain that the day is over and rest is not only allowed but welcomed. If your sleep troubles come from mental tension, from thoughts that won't let go, this gentle floral remedy may be just what your evenings need. But if what's waking you isn't in your mind, it's in your muscles, your legs, or frequent trips to the bathroom, then the root of the problem may be something far more physical. And for that, there's help from a source that grows in the warmth of the tropics. Let's talk about that next. 3. Lightly warmed coconut water. For many older adults, the nights seem to stretch longer than they used to, not because they're peaceful and restful, but because they're broken into fragments. You may fall asleep easily at first, only to wake up a few hours later, 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning, without knowing why. Maybe it's the sudden urge to go to the bathroom. Maybe it's a sharp cramp in your leg. Or maybe it's just that disorienting feeling of being wide awake while the rest of the house sleeps. While it's tempting to chalk it all up to aging, there's often something more specific going on beneath the surface. A quiet mineral imbalance. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at holding on to key electrolytes like potassium, magnesium, and sodium. These minerals regulate so much more than we realize. They help maintain muscle relaxation, balance nerve signals, support hydration, and even influence how often we feel the need to urinate. When these levels drop too low, the result can be a cascade of sleep disruptions, cramping, nerve agitation, or sudden bladder spasms that pull you from deep rest and keep you from falling back into it. This is where warm coconut water becomes more than a tropical drink. It turns into a gentle, natural remedy designed with the aging body in mind. Coconut water is naturally high in potassium and magnesium, 2 minerals that are especially important for sleep quality and muscle recovery. Potassium supports cellular hydration and nerve function, while magnesium calms the nervous system and helps prevent nighttime cramps. Together, they create a foundation for deeper, more stable rest. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Sleep Disorders Research in 2017 found that older adults with low potassium levels reported more frequent sleep interruptions and less time spent in restorative sleep. When those same individuals began increasing potassium through food and drink, their sleep improved significantly with fewer awakenings and longer uninterrupted sleep cycles. But how and when you drink it matters. Cold coconut water, while refreshing during the day, can have the opposite effect at night. The sudden chill can activate your bladder and disrupt digestion. That's why warming it slightly and sipping it slowly about an hour before bed makes all the difference. For added benefit, dilute it with warm water. This softens the natural sugars and supports hydration without overstimulation. The result is a calming, mineral-rich drink that works gently in the background, helping your legs release tension and your bladder stay steady. It's not a cure-all, but it is a small act of care that honors your body's changing needs. If you've ever felt let down by your body in the middle of the night, waking up cold, cramping, or rushing to the bathroom, this might be worth trying for 3 nights in a row. You may be surprised, not by being woken, but by the fact that you weren't. However, if your sleep is still troubled and it's not your legs or bladder keeping you up, it may be something deeper. When your nervous system won't settle and stress hormones linger long after the day ends, your body may be asking for a different kind of support. And that support might come from an ancient golden remedy with roots in both tradition and science. Let's take a look at that next. If you're still here and finding this helpful, go ahead and comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now, let's move on to point number 4. 4. Golden milk with black pepper. There's a kind of tiredness that sleep alone doesn't touch. It comes from holding on to stress quietly, day after day. You may not feel it in the same intense way you once did, but it lingers like a soft tension under your ribs, a mind that won't settle, a weight in your chest that you can't quite explain. For many older adults, this low hum of stress is exactly what keeps the body from fully resting at night. Even when you're ready to sleep, something deep inside won't let go. That's where golden milk, warm and gently spiced, becomes more than just a soothing drink. It becomes a way to care for the nervous system as a whole. Golden milk is a traditional blend of milk and turmeric, known not only for its earthy flavor, but for its powerful calming properties. Turmeric's active compound, curcumin, plays a unique role in helping regulate the HPA axis, the brain-to-body pathway that controls your stress hormone, cortisol. As we get older, the body doesn't always turn cortisol off the way it should. Instead, it keeps trickling in, keeping the mind alert, the heart rate up, and sleep just out of reach. Curcumin gently helps rebalance that system, nudging cortisol levels down and supporting the natural rhythm of rest. The key is in how it's prepared. When turmeric is paired with just a pinch of black pepper, the curcumin becomes far more bioavailable, over 1,000% more absorbable. That makes each sip of golden milk not only comforting, but deeply functional. And unlike sleep medications that override your body's natural cues, golden milk works with your system. It encourages melatonin production naturally, helping your brain shift into a state of rest without grogginess the next morning. There's also something deeply emotional about golden milk. For many older adults, the warmth brings back a sense of familiarity, memories of home, a quiet kitchen, a time when life moved slower. The ritual of sipping something warm, golden, and earthy before bed can create a sense of safety, a reminder that the day is over and you don't need to carry anything else into the night. Science backs this up. A 2019 study published in Phytotherapy Research found that regular nighttime use of curcumin significantly reduced evening cortisol and improved the depth and quality of sleep in older adults experiencing chronic stress. Participants not only slept longer, but also experienced fewer nighttime awakenings and felt more refreshed upon waking. For best results, use a plant-based milk that's easy on the digestive system like almond, oat, or walnut milk. Add about half a teaspoon of turmeric and a pinch of black pepper. Warm it gently and sip it slowly about an hour before bed. Avoid pairing it with a heavy meal. Let it speak quietly to your body and mind. If you've been holding on to the weight of the day without realizing it, this golden drink might be the invitation your body needs to finally let go. But what if your night is disrupted by something else not? Your thoughts. Not your joints, but your bladder. What if you keep waking, even when your fluid intake has been modest? Then it might be time to explore a remedy that addresses hydration in a different way, one that comes straight from the tropics. Let's turn to that next. 5. Tart cherry juice diluted with warm water. There's something quietly disheartening about waking up at 2:30 a.m. again. You glance at the clock, shift under the covers, and wonder why sleep no longer comes the way it used to. For many older adults, nights are no longer a time of deep restoration, but instead become a series of brief, broken stretches. It's a shared experience, and the reasons behind it are often more complex than age alone. Sometimes the answer isn't in another pill or supplement, but in something far more humble. Tart cherries. Tart cherry juice, when gently warmed and properly diluted, offers a natural blend of compounds that support the body's own sleep processes. Unlike common sweet cherries, tart cherries contain a higher concentration of melatonin, the hormone that signals the brain it's time to rest. As we age, melatonin levels drop, which is why many seniors lie in bed, exhausted yet unable to drift off. Tart cherries also offer tryptophan and powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins. These work together to reduce inflammation, help convert tryptophan into serotonin, and support the production of melatonin naturally. What makes tart cherry juice particularly meaningful for older adults is its dual role. It not only helps promote longer, deeper sleep, but also soothes inflammation in joints and muscle tone of the hidden causes of nighttime restlessness. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that older adults who drank tart cherry juice over a 2-week period gained an average of 84 more minutes of sleep each night and experienced fewer awakenings. But using it the right way matters. Most commercial cherry juices are highly concentrated and acidic, which can irritate the stomach or cause unwanted spikes in blood sugar. That's why diluting it is key. Mixing 2 to 3 ounces of tart cherry juice with 4 ounces of warm water makes it gentler on digestion and less likely to disturb your sleep. Drinking it warm is especially important. Cold beverages can stimulate the bladder or disrupt your body's sense of calm. And timing plays a role too. Sip it at least 90 minutes before bed, so it has time to be absorbed and metabolized without filling your bladder too close to sleep. This small nightly ritual, just a quiet moment in the kitchen with a warm glass of diluted tart cherry juice, can do more than help you sleep. It can give you back a sense of rhythm, of intention, of trust in your own body. But even with the right drink, sometimes sleep requires more than what's in the cup. It needs a change in the pace and patterns of your evening. As we move into one final reflection, let's turn to a few simple, lasting changes that can make all the difference. Because sleep after 60 isn't just about fixing problems, it's about creating the right environment for rest to return. It begins with less, not more. Just 4 or 5 ounces of any calming drink is enough. Drink it slowly, about 60 to 90 minutes before bed, and allow that moment to become part of a soft landing into night. In our final thoughts, let's take a step back and remember this. Aging changes the body. Yes, but it doesn't take away your ability to rest. With small sips and quiet habits, restful sleep is still within reach. Let's talk about how to welcome it back. You've now been introduced to 5 deeply restorative drinks, each one grounded in solid science, yet steeped in generations of tradition. There's warm oat milk to gently soothe the nervous system. Passionflower tea to quiet the mind when thoughts won't settle. Bone broth to nourish your joints and ground the body from within. Golden milk to ease stress hormones and bring inflammation down. And tart cherry juice to help restore your body's own melatonin, guiding your sleep cycle back into balance. These are not quick fixes. They are gentle supports meant to work with your body, not against it. But as important as the drink itself is the way you welcome it into your evening. The slow sipping, the soft lighting, the simple act of sitting still, and allowing yourself to receive comfort. These are small rituals, but they carry great meaning. For years, you may have given this kind of care to others' children, loved ones, friends. Now, these quiet acts of kindness are meant for you, because your sleep matters, your rest matters. And even though aging changes the way sleep shows up, it doesn't mean your body has forgotten how to rest. It just needs a new kind of invitation. You don't need costly solutions or prescriptions filled with side effects. You don't need to overhaul your routine or give up hope. Sometimes, all it takes is a single cup. The right cup at the right time. That can be enough to begin reconnecting with a deeper, more peaceful kind of sleep. So tonight, pick one. Choose the one that speaks most to what your body seems to be asking for. Sip it slowly. Let it become a signal, a soft message to your nervous system that it's safe now, that the day is over, that you can finally rest. And if it helps, even a little, come back to it again tomorrow. Let it become a part of your rhythm. And if you find something that works for you, consider sharing it with a friend, a neighbor, or someone else who's lying awake in the middle of the night, wondering if they'll ever sleep deeply again. Because restful sleep isn't gone for good. It hasn't disappeared. It's simply waiting for the right conditions to return. And those conditions can start tonight, with one simple, thoughtful choice. These gentle teachings are here to remind you that your well-being is still within reach, that rest is still yours to claim, and that caring for yourselves, especially now, was a gift you deserve to give. If this message has helped you in some way, I'd love for you to take a moment to share one insight you plan to carry forward in your own life. Let's support each other as we move toward more peaceful nights and brighter mornings. If you found value in this video, feel free to comment with a 1. If not, 0 is just fine too. Your feedback is always appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more gentle guidance like this. Thank you for being here, and here's to living these years with presence, care, and on your own terms.